I like that line in the Joker where he says, "Do you like my jacket? It's not cheap. You ought to know. You bought it." Well, in this case, that's not true. I bought this for $5. And this here, I stole this. And I like it. I quite like it. It's like it's got a familiar feeling about it, you know, like muscle memory, but not from this place or this life. Some other fucking time I walked around with a fucking stick or something, but that's a bit fucking airy fairy, isn't it? It's a little bit woo-woo. A little bit like fucking looking at a little fucking Tamagotchi and thinking that's how rich you are. Is that your Tamagotchi or is that someone else's Tamagotchi? Are you part of someone else's fucking Tamagotchi? Holy shit. Why do you do what you do? Why do you? You're chasing numbers on a fucking little toy in your pocket. I had to see it for myself to really to believe it. A little bit, I suppose, like flying over fucking Gaza and seeing a, cleared landscape, cleared from a fucking encampment that was financed by the entire fucking Israeli fucking world. Probably like, it's like the fucking, here's the, free tickets to live in Gaza. Just plonk up whatever fucking building you can. Where's the government? What's the army? What's the navy? Where's Parliament? Where's the fucking everything that exists in every other country? As soon as you get to a fucking, a dark, dusty corner and you see a fucking hang glider that says the Republic of Hamas's fucking Air Force, right? That's where any Australian, Irishman, Englishman, they'd be like, I have been drinking too much. But the Muslims don't drink, you see. And so they're not used to that feeling. They're not used to like, oh shit, I fucked up. I'm part of a like strange little encampment that's set up on the boundary of this place that has fucking like, and I've stolen those people and I'm fucking, do you get what I mean? And that looks the same anywhere where you go, including here. It's the same. It just manifests differently. So there's a scale on any map. There's a key and there's a scale. And so you need to really be fluent in the art of fucking scale in order to understand how to find Gaza in Australia. How do you find the Gaza effect in Australia? Well, conveniently, with the help of their Chinese manufacturers, who also use the concept of slavery, and their American overlords from the Apple Corporation, they seem to have the greatest solution. That they said, we can just put Gaza in people's heads, just sneak it in. No one will notice in Australia if we supply an entire fucking indebted fucking population with an intercom to fucking Hitler. No one will fucking notice that and make preparations. It's a gimme. It's right next to the hole. It's just one, just tap it in. Just tap it in. But obviously it isn't. Obviously, unless this fucking is made absolutely certain that your Game Boy does not interfere with property rights, property ownership, historical preparations made by an actual country, not a Game Boy. I didn't think it would take this long. But obviously there's a lot of fucking little man-children out there that really wanted to win that fucking Game Boy on Amazing. Remember that? I was obsessed. I was like, I'd go on Amazing and I'd win that fucking Game Boy. And then they made it to it. It's like and then the Game Boy's filled with porn and it's filled with like tons of other shit. And so it's a, yeah. And it doesn't have a fucking army or an air force. It's got hang gliders, really. When you get to the fucking thing, if you're fucking, oh, yeah, man, what are you fucking doing? Oh, look at me phone here, man. Or come and look at me fucking Air Force, man. That's a fucking hang glider. And that's my machete, cuz. We're gonna fucking rise up Palestine, Australia. You're gonna Palestine, Australia. Why would you go and fucking participate in something like that on a Game Boy? It's concerning, isn't it? It's fucking concerning. And as I've said many times, Australia was built on wool. So that all of your grandparents, if you've come here in recent times, if your grandparents ate an apple or they wore a woolen fucking sweater, which was the style of the time, then that was because of us down here. And so it doesn't work the other way because you don't understand where you are in the fucking conga line, more than likely. And if you have a Game Boy in your pocket and some type of speculative fucking online, what would you call it? Online speculative fucking digital tulip bubble that you're having a look at, you know. If you spend your time at parties saying, oh, my place is, it's gone up fucking 200%, so I'm just about getting ready to cash in and buy myself a little fucking property outside of it. It's like, no. It's like, remember, when they say don't fear of missing out? Well, you've all missed out already. It's already happened. Only the very fucking snazzy, the snappy, the fucking people that are right now taking whatever fucking cash they can get for their little fucking bungalow of fucking sin are going to get out of here with anything resembling enough fucking money to buy any part of Australia. That's right, because any part of Australia in a million fucking years. Why? Because we don't need a bunch of degenerate fucking gamblers here. We need fucking people that actually want to do things. So it's called a reshuffle. And that's why they asked me to come. I'm not usually in the deck. Usually the deck, you take this fella out and he just looks at you on the side of the fucking thing. You play your blackjack, you play your fucking poker, you play your fucking solitaire, whatever the fuck you're playing at, cunts. How dare you forget about that fucking fellow looking at you from over there, conveniently taken out of the fucking deck for this moment right now, because it used to be simple when it was just cards, and now it's really difficult because all the cards are actually just on a phone. They're all just on a phone. Yeah. And it's the same size as a deck of cards. So really, I think we've given you enough fucking clues. And God knows you've all had a great fucking time. But it's time to tally up all the broken hearts and lost dreams and the fish that got away stories are going to be really amazing in this moment. So we can't keep strolling into hell. We never were going to. Yeah, there's bigger things going on in the world. And if you're gambling on speculative concerns, especially, those Jew folk, they're fucking right into finances. So you're kind of financing them to fucking do this genocide? I'm not. I'm not at all. I'm not supporting Israel's fucking genocide at all. I'm trying to prevent a fucking genocide here, cunts, before it even starts. That's really when you'd start, wouldn't it be? And Australia is a very different place than the Middle East. Conflict there is old, very old. Australia is very new. We just marched 90,000 fucking Nazis onto Sydney Harbour Bridge so they could all take a fucking selfie of themselves and then marched them back off. But it doesn't get to our heads. In the next week, I'm going to fucking stroll back up to Gingin and I'm going to start cleaning up the mess that was caused by the Irish Republican Army's attempt on my life and my property and my father's property and my children. But that's an internal matter between myself and my children's mother. And my hope is that in the future, one day, she's going to grow a set of balls, which she so clearly fucking desires, and pick up the phone and have a chat. And then we can discuss the fucking intricacies of how communication is so vital in any relationship, even one that's ended. A particular type of relationship is ended. That doesn't mean that the whole relationship's ended. And thank fucking God that Dad, in this case me, I'm Dad. Oh, shit. Oh, you're Dad. Oh, see, we thought you were a crazy fucking bipolar fucking rock star. No. I'm Dad. And Dad kept fucking watch on the fucking homestead while all the fucking little children went and played pedophile fucking pokies on their fucking Game Boys. I blame the fucking Germans. I've heard that place there is a fucking rat's nest filled with fucking electronic dance music and drug-addled fucking Nazis' grandchildren who just rattled with guilt can't fucking find direction home. And so this is a message of solidarity for the other German people who are sick of it. And it's called 4 rocks and a stick, cunt. Get to work rebuilding Germany in real life. And then maybe you'll understand exactly what it was that the German people all those years ago felt like they were protecting. Because it sure as hell wasn't all of this nonsense. No one is going to fight and die for a fucking DJ. Really. They just get very good at appearing like that's what the thing is. They get very good at appearing like they're musicians. Like drag queens do when they mime. It's the same thing. So, and the drag queen DJ symbiosis in non-wartime, in stable levels, in good times, in peace times, is wonderful. But unfortunately, you can't make fucking good decisions when you're fucking pinged out on fucking MDMA and under all those flashing lights and listening to that monotonous fucking ridiculous fucking pocket calculator disco, whatever the fuck. It's like, but it's not all the same. It's like, this isn't Studio 54. This is genocidal fucking, bulldozing of an entire fucking state held in perpetuity, while you're all trying to be at Studio 54. Yeah. There's so damn many of you. It's just, there's so many of you. And that's what's kind of leading the children. Well, everyone's doing that. Everyone's. This is just what we were told to do. Oh, there he is. There it is. As soon as I hear that, I'm like, this is where we are. We've just opened the door and we're all walking into the realization that 80% of the population were all Nazis. God damn it, I'm glad that I fucking, reinforced all those connections, all those historic connections of my ancestors that don't include Nazis, to counteract this, because there may be 80% of Nazis on fucking Game Boys, but there are 20% of a ruthless, well-oiled military force that has basically provided you all with what would we provided you all with? What was the best way to describe it being? With a liberating pressure to rid yourself of the Nazi fucking scourge in your own mind, whether you know it or you don't know it. It looks very different than wheeling you all, on trains and killing you methodically in a fucking IKEA fucking checkout. It looks like what does it look like? It looks like a bunch of fucking drugged up, fucking drunk, fucking weird children with Game Boys all kind of fucking doing horrific things in a warehouse. And then we turn the light on. That's what it looks like. And then I guess you walk out and explain to everyone what are you doing in there? What is it you're all fucking doing? We had this show here in the early 2000s called Underbelly, and it was about, a lot of it was about like King's Cross and this, like the Eastern States underworld and things like that. And that was in these places, like we had there was this place called King's Cross, and yeah, it extended out from there, but it existed there. Now that was a thing. That was a thing. Right. This phone thing distributes it down to impossibility. Complete impossibility. It's too efficient to be wielded by anyone that isn't the fucking Australian Defence Force. Of course. And I feel like we're being pretty polite. I feel like we're not the bouncer that fucking skull drags you down the fucking stairs and smashes your fucking head into the fucking step while your girlfriend fucking is then spitting on you trying to appease the bouncer's fucking fury and display her fucking disgust for your fucking drunken, fucking disgraceful fucking self on the fucking steps. We're the one that just grabs you by the thing and says, this isn't a place that you should be, and you should go back and maybe phone your mum and go and sit and have a cup of tea and, really take a good hard look at the rest of your life. You know what I mean? And without people like that, imagine how much, like, this isn't fucking Las Vegas where we bury people in the fucking desert very often. It's too big. Las Vegas, yeah, that's a place. But this is Australia we're talking about fucking Australia. And yes, there is a big desert. And so, yes, there are people buried in the fucking desert. But it's big. And it's not all a casino. And so everyone needs to find their place in the physical world. And they need to put the Game Boy in the fucking drawer and only pull it out to responsibly manage all of your fiscal responsibilities. Yeah, like a calculator. It's like a calculator. Oh, you mean it's not a fucking... No, it's a calculator to add up and responsibly manage all of your fiscal responsibilities. And unfortunately, because of a few bad eggs in this digital fucking nomad fucking economy, the whole thing is now a laughingstock. Yeah, and so that's why the separation is coming. So you need to really decide, if you're renting a house and you have big bags of cash, you should go and turn that cash into tokens so you can responsibly manage all of your fiscal responsibilities in the digital world. And if you have a bunch of digital money, you should then buy that physical money so that you can separate yourself from this interruption to our fiscal, stable, responsible stewardship of the land on behalf of the Aboriginal people, the traditional owners. They have really not fared well in this, except if you listen to Albo. Albo's not Aboriginal, he's a Nazi. So you see why the reputation of this whole system is the most important. The reputation of every man should be their only thing. If it is attacked on Game Boys, but that Game Boy attack steps out of the Game Boy world and involves, stormtroopers with guns on multiple occasions, multiple visits, multiple fucking reports. The West Australian Police aren't the mediation service for online outrage, for Karens to think, unless be called Nazis. Yeah, my fucking disruption of my life plans is not your fucking 9 to 5, lads. Is it? And as I said, you pull the calculator out of the drawer to responsibly calculate all your fiscal responsibilities and make accurate projections into the future. And if you all would like to do a class action against the banks, that's your business. I don't use digital banks and never will ever again, because they didn't fucking tell you that they were building a casino on Game Boys. They lured you all in there. And unlike the fine establishments like Crown Casino, It doesn't say casino on the fucking side of the, it says Commonwealth Bank. And it doesn't even say Commonwealth Bank now. It says Combank, which is perfect because it's, Commie Bank. Yeah. Commie Bank. Well, the communists are now held in perpetual fucking Game Boy fucking Wonderland. The Nazis are all coming to terms with the fact that they're Nazis. And as always, the English gentlemen are fucking going to be sipping tea on their front lawn and wondering why it is so hard to elicit responsible stewardship in these generations. The perpetual question really is why you cannot put an old head on young shoulders. It just doesn't work. The lure into the palaces of sin was hard enough when it was completely made aware of you what you were doing. And so that's a discussion for all the Game Boy users out there, is who did this? Why did they do it? Why did they lie to us? Why am I so poor now? And where do you buy a fucking battery drill from?